and privilege, and the privilege not to exercise our courage. Now look, I don't really want to shame you for your non-action on climate disruption, because that usually leads to resentment and rebellion. Lots of people are actually joining stupid reactionary movements like the rolling coal movement, driving around in the largest trucks they can get, removing the catalytic converters and pollution controls, and spewing as much thick black smoke into the air as they can in gestures of political defiance whenever they hear news about possibilities for some Green New Deal that they don't understand. It's a lot like the anti-mask protests. Tell people they got to do something to save themselves and to possibly care for others whom they don't really care about, and they get mighty offended. Our courage from our privilege in disobeying political authority is often tied only to knee-jerk reactions rather than thoughtful and strategic responses. And when it comes to solutions, we don't really have much choice anyway, hence the frustration. Now, when was the last time you could go to the pump and actually choose between gasoline, natural gas, hydrogen, ethanol, methanol, various blended fuels, fossil diesel, biodiesel, and electric charging? As the great documentary film The Pump, produced by the Fuel Freedom Foundation, shows in detail, while consumers in Brazil and Germany and Hungary and Costa Rica, hell, even Egypt, can choose what fuels they use on a daily basis, in the US, your only choices are really varieties of the same fossil fuels with various detergents and octane boosters added. And from a climate perspective, that ain't no choice at all. We have even less of a choice when it comes to how we get our electricity and gas at home. So, when was the last time you saw a home biogas system in a Home Depot in the fossil propane-obsessed barbecue section? You see, we don't really get much of a vote when it comes to the supersized solutions. We think we have a vote when we try to elect politicians who champion either the Green New Deal or who say climate change is a Chinese hoax. But the real voting power we have is with our dollars, with how we spend them, with the products we buy and how we implement them. And in a capitalist system, in a free market system, if only we lived in one, the rich and powerful are only rich and powerful because we buy what they have to sell. If we had alternatives on the market and could stop buying their products, they would go bankrupt and their power vanishes. You stop buying weed killer and non-native grass seed, stop paying for lawn services and leaf blowing, stop paying for garbage pickup, and stop buying processed food and junk at the supermarket or the fast food joint, and they lose their shirts while you and your local ecology gain your health. You stop buying propane or fossil gas and produce or buy biogas instead, and the fossil fuel companies go bust.